All right, this is game 10. Playing Lou Cornelis. Lou has been top player for quite some time. He took a hiatus in the mid 2010s, I believe. He's been back and yeah, still killing it. It's definitely a strong contender. And after losing a game to Joey, he wasn't necessarily the first person I wanted to face. But take what we can get. Try and finish strong. I was definitely a little bit on tilt this game after the previous game. See if we can keep things a little bit reserved. But yeah, Weft comes down for 20. It's not worth it to exchange. Just take the 20 points. So Lou responds with AYE, and he misscores it. So take a little bit of time verifying the score. This is an aspect of tournament games that maybe isn't so well known, but very understandable. You don't always get the scores right. This looked like a good rack, but I couldn't find a bingo, especially with the play of AYE overlapping. Didn't look possible to bingo. There's a couple of options here. Play Molt or Milt on either side. I choose to play on this side, not to open the H column triple. Molt takes an S hook for Smolt. Ty takes an S hook for Sty. Law takes an S hook for Laws. Weft takes an S hook for Wefts. My S has become an extremely powerful tile after this play. And yeah, the board's pretty constricted. I was expecting some overlap next to the M most of the time. But unfortunately, Lou can't really do that. He exchanges 5. And first interesting position of the game. I could play with Smolt. I can play QIS. I decided to score a little bit more zits because this little spot here for the Q is just almost never going to go away unless there's some overlap with the Z. But there is some likelihood that it's going away, so it's possible I should have played my Q off first. But the spot stays open. Lou goes ahead, playing none. And I make a mistake in this position. It's a small mistake. But I decided to just drop the Q, keeping 3 A's. This looks bad, but the reason I did this is so that I don't have to have a Q next turn to respond to any of Lou's plays. But it would have been better to play something like Iraq. And that also would have prevented what happened next. EX 52. So already regretting the QI play. Still trying to play accurately. Play Koa and Kex. Still keeping 2 A's. Really should have gotten rid of 2 of them last turn. Even at the price of opening the board. Gem comes down for 24. I have a little bit of an awkward rack here. I want to get rid of an A and an R. And the play of Lar, I was frustrated when I laid this down. I didn't like it. I probably should have just gone for something more aggressive like LAR here, setting up the A hook. Score the extra points and the upside is a lot higher for me. But I didn't. I only scored 10 points. Lou strikes with the play of high knees, blank S, making Larry. It's worth noting that was happening regardless of what I did, but this sort of situation demonstrates why a play like LAR, setting up a triple, isn't actually such a bad idea in the position, because now down 50 points. Unless I hit immediately, I'm definitely at a pretty big deficit. Not much to do. Play rugged. My rack isn't good enough to score less than this. Keep a better leave. Take the 31 points, but after a long think, I started to get worried about what Lou had here. I'm just sitting there hoping that he just has a tough decision on his hands. Unfortunately for me, he just had the second blank. And immediately I noticed something about this play. Aronite. This play only scores 69 points. Puts the blank on a double letter score. But worse than that, makes a phony SA. Lou realizes immediately when I challenge what he's done. And here I immediately make a mistake. Play OF. I had the play of Coho. Scores one more point, gets rid of one more O. This is a huge miss. Weird looking word to play through the H, but definitely needed to spot that. It's a 4-letter word. I was just upset that Lou is definitely going to bingo next turn. He could have played Aronite, or he played Retinai. But I felt, again, fortunate that he didn't manage to find the best play. But also unfortunate that I'm still losing by over 50 points with this rack. Definitely could have been prevented. A little bit more precision on my part in the last few moves. So I played a Noah. Best I can do, better than exchanging, take 20 points. Lou responds by playing Pelvis. He's up 62. And there's really nothing I can do but just try and hold on here. So I play Hewick. Still have the B column to work with. Still have the M column to work with. Potentially bingos on the 13 row as well. Probably going to need a bingo to win. Lou plays Wit. 24 this time, correctly remembering what the blank tile was. And I draw the J, which isn't terrible. I can score with it. Stay alive. Time is running out. Joe comes down. Let's see what I draw. Okay. Not much help, but actually get a pretty nice play out of this draw. And once again, the blank blindness strikes. Lou puts an A where he shouldn't put it. He's visualizing the blank as an N or an H, surely, making Ani or Ahi. And I challenge again. He did it again. And I get another chance to win this game. And despite all of this, I'm still at a disadvantage. Play video. Take the lead. And hope to draw some good stuff. Stay alive. Now I no longer need a bingo to win, but I have to be precise and avoid some landmines. Blue plays the correct placement of those four letters. Bod. Here, there's 7 in the bag. It's a little bit scary. I decided to block the B column. Just feeling like I can still win if I block a bingo here. And he doesn't have much to score with. This also balances very nicely. Lou leaves 1 in the bag with Aura. Going down by 5 points. And the unseen letters are very scary. There's actually one playable bingo that I cannot block on this B column. After a very, very long think, I make a horrendous play of Sundial. I couldn't remember the 8-letter word that was playable here. Dulcians. Kept on thinking Soldanic. That's not a word, Soldanic. But unfortunately, I just couldn't find Dulcians. Luckily for me, Sundial and Dulcians actually win an equal amount of the time. They win 7 out of 8. The only way to win after Sundial or Dulcians is to play Tapestry to the Y and Buyer. So Lou plays Pratt. I play Alec. And somehow win the game by 12 points. 383, 371. What an embarrassing game. Dulcians. I played this game really badly. Luckily for me in the end, I did find a play that won 7 out of 8 times. And the missed bingo actually didn't increase my winning percentage. Anyways, moving on. Horrible tournament. What to do? Round 11 next.